Right, so there was this like plumber guy who was scamming a bunch of elderly people, and the guy was a total piece of shit. But the way they caught him just didn't make any sense.
Man, scammer, thief,
crook, predator.
Who are all these people talking about?
Predator.
This guy. His name is Glenn Harris, and they all say he's ripped them off in shoddy home improvement jobs.
I think he targets the elderly or anyone who he thinks is vulnerable.
His main clients? Senior citizens like these.
he's despicable.
Jason Sutphin's mother, Ellen, hired Harris to fix a simple problem with the toilet. But once he got to work, Sutphin says Harris conned his mom out of thousands of dollars for home repair jobs he says she didn't even need.
What was he doing? Like, what was right there? Was he like, did he cut the thing or?
Wanted cash on everything.
I don't even know.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, this
I wouldn't
guy-
trust. I wouldn't fucking trust that guy. Just the way he fucking
That's
looks.
not even the guy.
No, the guy that was like, the one before. Not that guy.
I wouldn't trust this
No.
guy either, though. He's got a weird necklace. But no, he's not the scammer.
No,
Go
the
back to
guy
that.
before.
Go back to
hold
the.
on.
It looked like a electrical job that he did.
Yeah, this is the man. This is the man in question.
I would not allow this man anywhere fucking near me.
These folks say they were
Let
ripped
alone let
off.
him do my plumbing.
Jeez, dude, 11 grand.
$57,000.
$57,000.
I love how he makes them hold up signs to show.
I also like how they're like, he likes to go after the elderly, and then half those people are like in their late 30s. Like,
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
1,500.
These poor defenseless.
To see
Idiots.
firsthand how Harris
Honestly.
treats his
what
elderly
are they doing now?
customers,
Oh,
I
yeah.
enlisted the help of Emmy-winning Hollywood makeup artist
Are they
Ben
gonna-
Adams.
So
Oh,
This is so
to
extra.
try to get this guy in this like gotcha moment, this brilliant news reporter was like, all right, I'm gonna dress up like an old lady and I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna make him think that I'm an old lady and I'm gonna scam him and then I'm gonna get him caught in the act. But yeah, they end up hiring this like professional makeup artist from like Hollywood and doing all this work. And they could have just hired like a regular old person too. Like they didn't even need to go through the makeup to do all this. But watch.
With Adam's skill and this state-of-the-art mask, I was transformed
that does not
into
look
a
real
granny.
No,
whatsoever
no.
fucking
To
ever.
make it look and sound right,
I need some help.
he had to actually glue my lips into the mask. Some green granny glasses and a walker, and I was ready to go. Look at me before and after. It's time for Undercover
Jesus.
Granny. My next step was renting a home and rigging it with hidden camera.
Next, we had to buy a home.
Like it's so unnecessary the steps they went through for this stupid gotcha moment.
Then we deliberately made a leak in the water heater. I called Glenn Harris to make an appointment, and he told me he'd be there at 9 a.m. the next morning. What he didn't know,
They fucking filmed
we
him,
gathered
like,
many
come
of
out of his
angry
house.
customers in a van parked just down
Guy's
the
like, "Who the
block.
fuck's
They
filming
all
me?"
waited inside for the big surprise we were
That
about
was the guy. How did they like get like footage of him?
I don't even know. Yeah, they pile like 80 old people in a van to try to like have them all jump out and like surprise this guy.
And
Like,
he obviously gave consent because they're not like having to blur his face out.
That's true, actually. I didn't even think about that.
So
So there's gotta be something to this.
Yeah, you can use. I scammed him.
The man's
Okay.
evil. He has no conscience.
The only problem? Harris didn't come.
He's
God,
late.
that looks
So
so
we
bad.
waited and waited and waited.
What's it like being in that mask for so long?
I'm feeling a little claustrophobic.
Waiting for Glenn Harris to show up is something these folks are all too familiar with.
He's a pathological liar.
This is par for the course for this slime ball.
So after 4 hours of waiting, even these folks looking for justice had had enough.
So they
So
keep these old people in a van outside their house for like 4 hours.
4 hours.
Just waiting for this guy. If anything, they just wasted all these people's time for like
That had
days.
to, that had to be
Exactly.
so awkward because these people obviously don't know each other.
What do they talk about in the van?
It's like we all got scammed. You got $8,500. You got $11,000.
So,
And I don't even think they, because it's like a news report. I don't think they need to blur his face out for a news report.
Yeah, you still need
Do
to
they?
get consent to like
Do you?
people's
Oh.
consent. Yeah.
I'd like to use my cane.
Eventually, we reached Harris, and he told me he'd gotten tied up, but promised to be there the next morning. Alas, when morning came, he blew us off again.
So they did this twice for 2 days straight. They waited in this
Like,
rented
for
home
4 hours.
in a mask.
Did they bring the people the second
Come
time?
on.
I don't even know.
They probably were like, I'm not getting in that
3
van.
days in a row, he stood us
For the
up.
third day in a row.
We've been waiting 3 days to find this guy, and he hasn't shown
Bro,
up.
that looks so
now we're
bad.
gonna find him.
Since he wouldn't
Like, the
come
mouth
to
doesn't
our
even
house,
move, like-
we went to his.
Oh.
That's where he lives.
What are we filming?
That's his house!
Are you Glenn?
Yes, I am.
Come on over, Glenn.
Okay, so at this point, who's she even trying to fool? Because she's got the
Yeah.
news mic,
Yeah.
and she has a cane, and she's walking down.
Pause it real quick. I love how they just tried to get him to like.
Her upper body.
Yeah, so they set up this entire thing, got a house, and like fucking got all these people, and then they tried to get him to come for 3 days, and now they're just like going to his house, like, "Ha, we caught you!" Like,
And look,
at
they
his
only
home.
did her upper body because looks like her figure from like the waist down doesn't look like an old person.
You think they thought this through like at all?
Glenn,
She's
I've
still
been
just
waiting
like
for you
walking
for
slow.
3 days. You were supposed to come over and do some plumbing for me.
Who are you?
Well,
who the fuck are you?
I don't know who you are.
I'll tell you who
All
I
that
am.
makeup and stuff just to like rip it off and.
Ha ha! You are
I'm
late
actually
to
not a
your
little old
job.
lady.
Got him.
Okay.
My name's Lisa Guerrero with Inside Edition, and I'd like to know if you're bilking elderly people in this community for thousands of dollars.
No, ma'am, I'm not.
Sir, I've talked to numerous people who claim that you have been ripping them off.
I
Got me.
haven't been. No, I have not.
Yeah, like what is he even gonna
Yeah.
say there? Obviously
Yeah,
he's
it's-
gonna deny it. You didn't even bring proof. Like,
Yeah.
what is he gonna say?
Glenn Harris denies all the allegations and insists
like, get
he
the fuck off my
operates above
property.
board. Sir, do you have
Jesus, dude.
Also, another thing of note that I saw was they didn't even bother to blur his license plate, and his license plate is Poo 100.
Poo 100.
They didn't even give him that courtesy. Which I guess he's a scam artist.
plumber,
You can't
dude.
really extend too much of a hand to him, but
anything at all
Bro,
to
what
say
the
to
fuck
the
is this
victims that
entire
feel
thing?
that
Like,
you
they
owe
set
them a
up
lot of
everything
money?
just to like go to his house and be like, "You fucking scammed all these old people," and like,
and then he just says
Like-
no, and they leave.
Nah.
No money too. I don't.
wow.
Just try telling that to these folks.
Stop what you're doing. Stop it. Now.
Just stop it.
Just
Get
simply
some
stop
help.
it.
Just stop.
What are you doing? Stop.
Get help.
That literally didn't do anything, bring anyone justice. They just wasted all those people's
Dude, I
fucking
would
time.
be so pissed if I was one of those old people.
Oh my god. Yeah, like they just wasted like 3 days of time filming a stupid video, stood in a van for 4 hours for zero
then
closure.
The reporter had to like put on all that shit for like 3 days in a row and do the exact same thing.
Gotta love it.
Who are you? Just like, hold on, just like gotta take off like 50 accessories.
Fucking layers. Like, it was so unnecessary for her to bring all that shit like
Oh,
She
like
was gonna
over
take
there.
it off like 5 seconds into the conversation. Just why wear it?
Yeah. Yeah, because that last day she just put it on in the morning and then ripped it off like on that thing, didn't she? Or was she waiting that
Yeah,
entire
she
day?
literally was like, "You're supposed to be at my place 3 days ago," and then he was like, "Who are you?" And she immediately took it off. So like 10 seconds into the conversation,
got him. They got him. They caught him.
They
Justice
caught
is
him.
served.
and then he
He's
just
gonna be
drove off to
brought-
work. Like,
Go
He's
do this to
brought
another old
brought
lady.
to justice.
What are we filming?